Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here. Cheers guys. I've got a little bit of tea left. I've just been filming a giveaway because I'm a bit behind. I'm a little bit behind. It's not going to get up in time, but never mind. It's you know, been away and I've been trying to catch up. What am I doing with my hair? I don't know. So much of it. I'm not used to all this hair. There's so much hair. Anyway, I like to lean on it and it gets stuck in places. It's just hairy everywhere. Hairy is what it is. So I need to drink this. Hang on, it's getting a bit cold. And I really can't have that because I need it big time today. Yeah, I had a yarn order finally arrived today. Oh, so annoying. Tell you why. I hope I don't get thirsty because I've just run out of tea. I had to drink it though because it was getting cold. So yeah, it finally arrived today as I was out there packing orders. So I knew I wouldn't be able to do them all today, but I thought I could get a good chunk done of the ones I've got. So I went out and I started packing. And then when I came in, I'd had a parcel. Funny enough, I knew there was a parcel coming today, but I didn't know what it was because they just said, well, funny, they said that your DPD parcel is coming and it came by FedEx. So, yeah, they were wrong. But they're wrong about a lot of things, this company. So I had to unpack it and I had to decipher their delivery note. And I was very, very angry about certain things. Now, I ordered the Fairyland and the colourful yarn from them before. And a couple came through without yarn bands on of the colourful. So I complained to them and I said, look, I'm just going to have to keep them myself because they don't have any yarn bands on, and you know I can't sell yarn without a yarn band. So they were like, oh, very sorry, we'll credit you. So they give me a credit note and I kept it. So this time I must have about 20 balls that don't have bands, but because they don't have yarn bands, they have put a band on and it is just a plain white band. There's no writing on it. They've completely missed the boat, you know, the point of a yarn band. So I'm gonna have to get in touch with them about that because there's just so many. But as luck would have it, the Fairyland yarn that I wanted and I ordered all had yarn bands. Some of the colourful had yarn bands and some of it just didn't. So all I think of doing is rebranding that yarn under Crochet Rocks, and it made me think, now Hirschners have done it, why shouldn't I? So I have a template for a yarn band and I just might do it. I know all the information on the website, so I might just go there and rebrand that yarn. So, and they all allow you to rebrand their yarn, which is why you get all these yarns that are the same all over the place because everybody's rebranding. So yeah, then they said, you know, well, you can put your own on it. I was like, well, yeah, but I want it to look nice. So yeah, it's a possibility, but I will complain to them because it's ridiculous. And, you know, it's too far to send anything back. That's the thing. But the yarn that I was really waiting for, the yarn that I really, really wanted, arrived with a yarn band. So that's all cool. And I've got that and a few other accessories and things to show you. I didn't bring it in though. It's a bit of an epic fail. I'm going to do a separate video and show the yarn and the stuff. But I did order some Christmassy bits for my Christmas bags. Oh, and I do apologise to people that I've already packed them, including you, Tracy, I'm afraid, because I'd already sealed it all up. And so next time you order, I'm going to put you a little Christmassy goodie in because, yeah, you missed out because it didn't arrive in time. Anyway, so I was out there and I brushed against something and I've got another cut. So I've got one here now. God only knows how that happened, or this one, they just appeared after I was doing stuff. But this one, all I did was scrape past a box, and because they are plastic edged, I got a cut and it was like, oh. So I gave up out there because I didn't want to bleed on anything. So I kind of did my usual, you know, holding something on it until it stopped. And I thought if I have to, I'll come in and get a plaster. But so yeah, that was kind of my morning. And well, it is now 3 o'clock and I haven't even put up a second video, and I didn't do one yesterday either. So I'm very, very behind and late and discombobulated. But I had a good old sort out in that yarn van, which is good. And I've got a few more to do. So that's, you know, I've got funeral tomorrow. And then after that, I am back to normal and doing just you guys. Yeah. Can't wait, to be honest with you. I've had enough gallivanting to last a lifetime. So and I also, when I did my chat, I was so tired. Sorry, I yawned my way through it. But I was exhausted, tired, and, you know, just a big heap of blur. And I forgot to do this. But it doesn't matter because it was a weekend picture, so it was the same. But it's not today. So let's have a look at what we got today. Weekend picture was boring anyway. So we've got Apollo Creed again. Grief Karga, I think. No, is it Grief Karga? Don't suit him, that name, but it is. You may no longer have a home planet, but you do now have a home. There you go. Still looks like Apollo Creed. Only older. So, Gary's jokes. Well, oh yeah, I had them on this piece of... I had to put it back to my... think, McFly. I had to put it back to the giveaway rules because I just did that. Right, okay, we did booby trap. Cover me, I'm going in. 6 inches. We did that one. Oh my god. Oh yeah, 6. We did that one. On the next page. Yeah, we did that one. The golf ball. Why can't you tell pigs a secret? Why can't you tell pigs a secret? Because they always squeal. They're squealers. Right, we've only got a couple left. One of them's quite long. But he did buy me a little present, did Gary? Look at that. If he thinks that's going to get him out of writing jokes, he's got another thing coming, though. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He's cooking me a marvellous dinner, though. It should have been a banquet for, like, everybody, you know. But they couldn't come because baby's not well, so it's just us. So we have this gigantic piece of lamb, and boy, am I going to devour some of that today. Minted lamb roasty. And yeah, he's cooked it in a traditional way, so it's not diet. So yeah, that's 3 days now that I've been off the diet. But this isn't a delicate topic of conversation. While I was at the wedding, I managed to somehow get the most horrendous stomachache. Well, not stomachache, but upset stomach. There's an advert. Because upset stomach, diarrhea. So, whenever I think of it, like diarrhea, it makes it a little more happy on occasion. It also means I didn't put on any weight because, you know, it wasn't the best thing that could have happened. I was up quite late with a really bad stomach, and you know, it wasn't great. And yeah, anyway, but at least it meant I just probably didn't put any weight on for that day anyway, but probably yesterday it's fine, and today, yeah. So yeah, sorry about lowering the tone. What can you say? What can you do? It's me, isn't it? I just tell you everything. I have no filter, you know. I have no privacy. I don't, you know, it's like there are some things I do not tell you because, you know, they might not be my secret to tell. But if it's me, a bit of an open book. I just, don't really, when people are like, oh, I don't want them to know my private life, I'm just like, well, I haven't got one. Not really. Not really. Because I don't, you know, I'm not one of these people that kind of worry about being judged. You know, some people do, don't they? I mean, when you're a teenager, you do. It's like you care what everybody thinks, and when I can't wear that, they'll judge me. But now, as you get older, you're just like, I care. I don't care. You know, they don't like me in that. I don't care. You know, it's the way it is, isn't it? Not everybody. What is it? You're not everybody's cup of tea, but you're somebody's slurp of choice. Something along those lines. But you know, I've never really cared. Sort of, I've had a thick skin. That's what I mean. I've always been thick-skinned, and I had to be, because I grew up with red hair and freckles, and you know that makes you very, very thick-skinned, very resilient. You have to be resilient. We end up a basket case that cries all the time. But I just ended up a resilient thug. That so you said what? I know I didn't. You know, that sort of thing. Just my way of dealing with it was to make them think I was tougher than I actually was. Yeah, worked. It did to a certain extent. But then, you know, you say it did though. You know, it did. It kind of made people think, oh, I don't know how to take it. You know, don't know how to take it really. I won't cross that line. So they didn't cross that line. It was good. But I was so tired yesterday. I really was. And we went shopping, and I did mention this in my chat last night. I think I'm sure I did. But every step was agony. I have to tell you, every single step was kind of a mission. And it's so annoying, you know, when you think back to the fact that you used to shop till you drop. And now you drop if you shop, you know. What's that all about? But when I think about it, you know, if I didn't have the wedding and all the kerfuffle of the whole day, which does sort of wear you out, plus you're sleeping in another bed and you don't get as much sleep because you're up all night having diarrhea, you know, and things like that. And then you go shopping the next day when all you want to do is really go home and flop in the chair and get over it all. So yeah, it was difficult to shop. But I think if we just said, okay, let's go to Blue Water, and we went to Blue Water, I'd still get a bit achy walking around because, well, I would, but I think I would have had a lot more stamina than I really did for the shopping. But you know, we had, and also we didn't really need to visit every shop because we only went there for specific reasons, and you know. But however, Gary and myself didn't get anything for our little cruise that were going on. So never mind. Yes, Harley spent his birthday money and a bit more besides. You know, Nanny can never resist those. But I really wanted that creeper. I was like, oh, I get it for you. Wind his Nanny round his little finger. Yeah. So yeah, but boy was I a bit out of it. I can't even remember. I was so exhausted. I can't even remember what we watched. I know we got home and there was something on the TV and we were watching it. I can't for the life of me remember what it was. And then when Paul and Victoria went home, Gary and myself, we watched an episode of Star Trek Stranger Things. And then I have no memory of what we did after that. It was just totally gone. And yeah, don't know. I have no idea. But I didn't go to bed as early as I thought, because what happens with me is I always think, oh, I've got to get the cat in. And getting the cat in, going out in the cold, feeding her and sorting that out and locking up wakes me up. So I end up being a bit more awake. But I still, as soon as I did go to bed, I was out. As soon as I went. Needed it. So now, back after tomorrow, back to, you know, being able to do some crocheting. I brought in, because I'd put it out in the yarn van where we were having guests and stuff. You know, I said I was making a blanket for Yasmin, and it's doing a Captain America blanket. So I brought all that back in so I can get that done. And there's a few, sorry, I've got really, it's my ears are really itching. I don't know why. And I've got a bit of a strange thing appeared here I was out in the Isle of Man and I couldn't, it's just so sore. I don't know what caused that, but it's like a raised hive. You know, when you get like a nettle rash, I just have a cluster of them all in a line there. Like, so I'm allergic to something. Don't know what. I don't know. It's nothing out there. I had it in here, and it's just while I was out there, it was itching. And I thought, what on earth is that? What's caused that? Don't really know. Perfumes or some kind of picking up a bit of soap that I'm allergic to, perhaps. I don't know. So yeah. Oh, I know what I did last night as well. I had a bath with a Lush bomb. That was good. I don't really bath in this, but I don't like it. I'd rather have a shower in this house because we used to have a lovely bath, but it had seen better days. So we ended up with a new bathroom suite, and the new bath is too upright for me. I don't like it. I like to lay back and chill and all that lovely warm water, but no. So I just sort of sat in the bath and played in the bath and washed myself and listened to music, and that was nice. So I didn't have one for a long time. It sounds bad, doesn't it? I haven't had a bath for a long time. Just have a shower every day instead. Or twice sometimes. So I've done all my bits and bobs, yes, and yeah, I don't think I've forgotten anything. I have forgotten something though. When I put the new yarn in, I know I've updated some of the stock of the Fairyland, the ones that have already been in my shop, but I've got new colours to add, but there's not much of it. So I also haven't added the new tea, which I will do. The new, because I only bought one for you, one for me type thing, just to put some in there. But yeah. So that's, I've got to put that on as well, and I'll be doing that a bit later. So I'm going to have to pop off now and sort out my winners, all the winners. But I've got to upload these first. While they're uploaded, I can do that. So thank you for watching, and it'll be back to normal soon, thank goodness. And you know, no more kerfuffle. But tomorrow, and a bit of a sad day ahead, which is, you know, never mind. So just in case I don't get to do it, winners might be tomorrow. So yeah, just bear in mind that if it's not later on today, it'll be tomorrow. And it'll be a Monday fun day. Winners, all the winners. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye for now.